Sears is Bermuda's largest home appliance store with over 200 appliances in our showroom. We have refrigerators and freezers, gas ovens and electric ranges, washers and dryers. Sears has a wide selection of craftsman's tools and accessories. Beautify your home with our lawn and garden tools. We have everything you need for outdoor entertaining. Located at 41 Victoria Street, Sears is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sears, reliable delivery, quality service, and everyday low prices.
You're watching Bermuda Tonight. It's Thursday, June the 14th. I'm Jasmine Patterson, and thanks for joining us tonight. A sigh of relief tonight amid indications that the British government will not force Bermuda to adopt a public registry of company owners. In May, the UK Parliament passed legislation that said overseas territories should adopt such registers. That prompted widespread criticism in the territories, who say it will severely damage their financial sectors. But as their leaders gather in London, there's hope Bermuda will be excluded. Deputy Premier Walter Rabban told Turai Trot that Theresa May's government has indicated it will respect Bermuda's constitution, which protects against the imposition of such an order.
There has been quite a bit of discussion at the conference, but I think it's very clear what the Bermuda position is. We do not recognize the authority of the UK Parliament to legislate on Bermuda as per our constitutional arrangement under Section 62. So that is the Bermuda position, but we certainly stand with the other territories in their concerns about what is seen as being somewhat of a constitutional overreach from their perspectives by the UK government.
So you reiterated Bermuda's stance that our constitution forbids an order in council. Did you get the sense that officials in the UK have accepted this?
Actually, yes. Lord Ahmad, the minister responsible for the overseas territories, accepts that this is a credible position by the Bermuda government, but as Parliament in their case is supreme, they understand that they have a responsibility to fulfill the wishes of Parliament, and as it relates to the other territories, that will be worked out over the next 2 years on how that's going to happen by 2020, as has been the direction by the legislation.
So it sounds like, as far as Bermuda is concerned, we have nothing really to fear, unlike the others.
Well, we will continue to be vigilant in representing Bermuda's interests around these matters, though the argument of the UK government has been that this is a rather rare occurrence. Once one thing happens, it can happen again. So we will continue to be vigilant in representing Bermuda's interests.
Mr. Rabban also revealed that due to that controversial legislation, the British government has shifted some of the responsibilities for the territories from the Foreign Office to a cabinet minister, a move which should raise the profile of the territories. Elsewhere, the UK government, which was heavily criticized for its lackluster response to last year's hurricanes in the Caribbean, has agreed to a different approach in future.
The British have committed to a collaborative approach with the overseas territories in light of the upcoming hurricane season, to work with the territories, particularly as it relates to their recovery post any incident or hurricane event that might occur. They are mindful of the impression that was given in 2017 as to their response. So the minister and the prime minister have undertaken to provide a more rapid response to restore the situation in territories following any disaster that might arise. And in addition to that, certainly Bermuda also has committed to providing support.
We'll have more for you after this short break, including all the latest weather news. Stay with us.
You can count on us.
Value pack fresh Purdue chicken thighs, $1.99 per pound. Juicy red ripe seedless watermelons, $15.99 each. Only $1.70 for an 18-ounce bottle of select varieties of open pit barbecue sauce. Save $1.01 on Kraft mayonnaise, $5.79 for a 30-ounce jar. Selected varieties of Purex laundry detergent, $4.99 for a 50-ounce bottle. Visit our website at www.marketplace.pm for more super specials.
You can count on us.
Surface Trends has been serving Bermuda for over 25 years, supplying and installing tile and natural stone. We have a large in-stock selection of beautiful porcelain wood planking, including our exclusive Bermuda cedar tile. You will also find Bermuda's best in-stock selection of countertops, including natural granites, exotic quartzites, and silestone engineered quartz in all the newest colors. Our team will be happy to help you. Stop by our showroom at 17 Serpentine Road or give us a call at 295-8005.
ZBM Realty & Associates services all your real estate needs. Our agents have years of real estate experience specializing in selling of properties, renting of properties, property management, vacation rental. So whether you're looking to move to another location, selling your home, purchasing a new home, or a landlord looking for assistance in managing your property, give us a call today. One of our experienced agents will be more than willing to assist you with all your housing needs. Call us on 234-2050 or visit our website, jbmrealtyandassociates.com.
Now let's go to the AccuWeather headquarters for the latest.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
The BF&M Insurance Group is pleased to bring you tonight's AccuWeather forecast. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brittany Boyer, and while our high-pressure system that's been keeping things nice and quiet is starting to depart, and yes, we will have some more showers in the forecast over the next couple of days. So you can see the drier air scooting off to our east. We're going to have a frontal boundary dropping in from the north, and that is going to trigger up additional showers and possibly even some thunderstorms as well. So you can see the progression here. Last couple of hours, we're starting to get more of that moisture feed with winds coming in out of the south and west. So a bit more humidity in the air, and with the humidity and also this frontal boundary approaching, that is where you run the risk of those showers and also those thunderstorms. So looking at things a little bit closer here to the island, you can see the rain not too far away, and we'll see more of those showers developing as we get into the forecast for tonight. Ahead of it, it's warm outside. Temperatures are in the low 80s. We have winds out of the south and west. Actually a little bit breezy outside, and it will stay breezy tonight and also into Friday as well. Humidity currently at 76%, the water down to 80 degrees right now, so just down a degree from the last 24 hours. Waves inside the reef 1 to 2 feet, and outside of the reef we're looking at waves between 2 and 4 feet. So for tonight, with that front that's going to be approaching, it's going to stay on the muggy side. Temperatures will stay in the mid-70s, a low of 76, so a little bit sticky out there. And then we will be watching for those showers, and also mostly cloudy skies are expected for tonight. Now, marine alerts, we have a couple of them. I'll have another page that will fill you in a little bit more, but we do have a small craft warning and also a thunderstorm advisory. You can see your tidal times here. If you have any plans of heading out on the water for tomorrow, make sure you're keeping your eye to the sky, as there will be a couple of thunderstorms possible. So we do have a thunderstorm advisory through this evening, so make sure you're staying safe if you plan on being outdoors late tonight. And then also a small craft warning, that's this evening, and that continues through Friday night. So your forecast for Friday here, it is going to be a bit unsettled. We'll have to watch for those showers and also thunderstorms. Temperatures right around 82 degrees. Once this front moves out of the area, things are going to be pretty nice, but we'll still have some moisture around at least through the start of the weekend. The end of the weekend is actually looking very pleasant. Here's your gateway forecast. Toronto 78 and sunny for tomorrow, mid-70s in New York. Boston a cool day, only in the 60s, and we still have those showers and thunderstorms in the southeast. In Jamaica, also a bit stormy at times. Same for Barbados and also Trinidad, as we are seeing the heat and humidity bubbling up. And that's what we're experiencing for this evening. Showers and storms possible Friday and lingering into early Saturday. Father's Day looks very nice on Sunday as high pressure builds back in, and we should stay dry through the middle of next week.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
It's hurricane season. Here are some tips from BF&M. Before a storm, make sure you have a family plan. Stock up on food and water and protect your home. Board up and make sure your insurance policies are up to date. After a storm, check everyone's safety, especially seniors. Inspect your property and secure from further damage. Then note the damages, list, and take photos. Remember, you can always count on BF&M 24/7 during hurricane season and all year round.
This is Rick Blomquist of De Pere, Wisconsin. His life is pretty comfortable. He lives in a comfy home, wears comfortable shoes. He even has a comfortable job. Rick Blomquist thought he had comfort all figured out. But then he laid on a Serta and realized his life was only just sorta comfortable. The new Serta iComfort Hybrid Mattress. Not just sorta comfortable, Serta comfortable.
Feel the difference a good night's sleep can make. Exclusively available at Dreams, Bermuda's only mattress gallery.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. Oh, baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough. Oh, baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough.
I'll be there on the double. Just send for me, oh baby.
My love is alive, way down in my heart, although we are miles apart. Ain't no river wide enough, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no.
Blurry-eyed following your eye appointment? Had one too many? Or simply too tired to face the drive home at the end of a long night? There are lots of reasons why you couldn't and shouldn't get behind the wheel. Introducing HomeSafe from Security Associates, the island's only car and driver home delivery service. Reschedule with us and a HomeSafe driver will deliver you and your car right to your door. Whatever your reason for not driving, you can always get HomeSafe. Call 298-2626 for pricing and to find out how you can become a member or visit homesafebermuda.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. There's fresh allegations about the awarding of the contract for the construction of Cross Island, home to the 2017 America's Cup Village. They come from Ray Charlton, former chairman of the West End Development Corporation. Mr. Charlton says two members of the OBA government tried to force WEDCO's hand on the issue. Gary Moreno has the story.
It was in a Facebook post yesterday that Mr. Charlton suggested a multi-million-dollar contract awarded for the construction of the America's Cup Village was not put out to tender. According to the ex-WEDCO chair, the idea for Cross Island originated with him and Andrew Dyers, his general manager, and not with the America's Cup, adding that government involvement began with former Minister Craig Cannonier.
Mr. Craig Cannonier directed me as the chairman of WEDCO to hire a certain company as a general contractor for the 11 acres of Cross Island. He directed me, but me and the board refused because we said we would not do it unless the contract was tendered. Well, that came to an impasse, and the minister, not finding any way around that, then directed me to hire ACBDA as the general contractor for them to deliver the village.
That impasse notwithstanding, Mr. Charlton told us the WEDCO board reviewed the situation and determined that since the ACBDA had already been hired by government to deliver the America's Cup, it was felt that the Quango would not be in violation of any financial clauses, and so proceeded to award the general contract to the ACBDA. He, however, added it was not without some difficulty, as he alleges he was pressured by two ministers.
Effectively, Minister Craig Cannonier and the Finance Minister, Bob Richards. We were in a meeting with Bob Richards when he insisted I sign the $39 million loan. I would not sign the $39 million loan without assurances that the government would be on the hook, because without the government guarantee, if I signed that loan, I effectively would have been making WEDCO bankrupt. So I could not sign a document that would make WEDCO bankrupt. And I insisted on the government guarantee, which was refused for 2 weeks until they could not find a workaround, and then they gave in 2 weeks.
Elsewhere, Mr. Charlton asserts that despite the ACBDA being in charge, WEDCO had to be called upon to save the America's Cup event at a critical stage.
2 weeks before the event started, we believed that it was to be flooding with sewage, and it was WEDCO, and in particular Mr. Dyers, who saved the moment. Otherwise, we would have been up to our knees in effluent.
Mr. Charlton told us it was the vital role which WEDCO played and which has gone largely unrecognized by both the public and the ACBDA, which prompted him to express his disappointment that WEDCO, rather than him personally, did not receive a Queen's Birthday honor. Gary Moreno, reporting for the Bermuda Broadcasting News.
Gary reached out to Bob Richards, the former Minister of Finance, for a response to Mr. Charlton's claims, but he declined to comment. However, Craig Cannonier, the former Minister of Public Works, didn't hesitate.
The only directive that we gave to the chairman was that we wanted to continue to develop the cross-island development, which was already in place. We knew that it was going to cost in excess of $30 million, I think somewhere around $39 million. And the finance minister was going to guarantee that development as we move forward and closer to the America's Cup and preparing for the America's Cup. So the only directive that we gave to Mr. Charlton was that we wanted Redco to go into this loan and that we would guarantee the loan. Outside of that, as far as contractors are concerned, listen, the ministry is not involved in telling Redco or any other institution that it falls under that it should give somebody a particular contract. I think there's some confusion, which is quite surprising coming from the chairman. ACBDA was a governing body that was looked at to develop cross-island development as far as what America's Cup wanted. It was up to ACBDA to then decide, okay, well, what contractor are they going to bring on that's going to help them sift through all of the work that needed to be done there. We have no control over that, and we gave no directive to the chairman at all to say that he had to hire a particular contractor. Not at all.
And as to Mr. Charlton's claims that the government guarantee for the $39 million amount was given at his insistence,
that's false as well. I do know that the finance minister all along was going to guarantee the loan. In fact, Redco could not go into a loan like that without having a guarantee going to the bank. The bank would insist on a guarantee. So the finance minister was already in a position to say that we were going to guarantee it. So why he would say that, I don't know. But I do know that the America's Cup was a success. It has been audited, clear and free, you know, the biggest concern that I had with the contractors that were up there doing the work was that it was spread around. And Andrew Dias, as the general manager of Redco, can tell you that I repeatedly voiced my concerns. And the ACBDA, I voiced my concerns with them to ensure that the work was spread amongst the Black and Portuguese community in getting things done up there, because what I was beginning to see was that it wasn't being spread around. And I was very vocal about that. And of course, being vocal about it led to me seeing a lot of people from different persuasions being hired to do work up there.
Still to come, the World Cup in numbers and all the rest of the day's sporting headlines with Earl Basden.
You can count on us.
Sweet and juicy peaches or nectarines, just $2.99 per pound. Save $4 on fresh USDA bone-in ribeye steaks, $15.99 per pound. Schmidt Old Time Honey Wheat Sliced Bread, $4.49 for a 20-ounce loaf. Wishbone salad dressings, only $3.25 for select varieties of 15-ounce bottles. Select varieties of 128-ounce bottles. Arizona iced tea, just $5.99. Have a happy and safe Heroes Day holiday from the marketplace.
You can count on us.
Will Germany defend their FIFA World Cup title, or will we have a new winner? Witness all the action as 32 teams go head-to-head for supremacy for the coveted title. Bermuda Broadcasting Company is pleased to present 2018 FIFA World Cup live from Russia from June 14th through July 15th. Join us for the 21st edition of this historical event, exclusively on ZFB TV7 and ZBM TV9. Keep it locked in for all 64 games that include pre-game and halftime shows and much more. 2018 FIFA World Cup, live from Russia, is brought to you by Colonial Group International, Butterfield, Lindo's Group of Companies, and Bermuda Motors.
Magic System, Red One, Shawty.
If you haven't already heard, the World Cup kicked off today with host nation Russia beating Saudi Arabia 5-0. This just the first of 64 games between 32 teams. The month-long tournament spans 11 cities, 12 venues, 4 time zones, and 1,800 miles. And it's the most expensive World Cup ever. Here's a look at the numbers. Bermuda, of course, isn't playing in the World Cup, but that doesn't mean it couldn't happen. Tony Waterman sat down with Paul Scope, co-owner of the Bermuda Hogs football team, and they talked about Bermuda's history and future in the game.
Bermuda has always been punched above its weight, if you like, for the size of the population. You know, football is our #1 sport. We've had some really good qualifying results in the World Cup, and have beaten teams in countries bigger than us. But we've never got to the qualification stage yet. I think a more realistic ambition would be qualify for the Gold Cup, which is CONCACAF's regional tournament in between the World Cups.
Do you think that it's plausible that in the future that Bermuda will play in a World Cup?
Well, we can always dream, right? The problem is we can't get enough full-time players. So, you know, we'll only have in any generation 3 or 4 full-time players like Naki and Reggie. And they're outstanding, just like Sean and Kyle were outstanding together. But, you know, we can't get 25, 30 players full-time all at the same time. That's not realistic. So we're always going to have to try to compete with part-time players. And that's why I try to send players away to get that experience. At least they come back a little bit you know, experienced and could play in the big matches. But we'd have to beat teams like Trinidad and Jamaica and Panama and Costa Rica. So, you know, I wouldn't say Costa Rica and Panama are that far away from us. So if they can make it, you know, we could dream.
What do you think is needed right now to get more Bermudians on that level?
Money. Absolutely, seriously, money. It's money to get them a start. You don't have to spend a huge amount of money, but if people want to, you know, cash in miles, that's what I quite often do to get players just a trial. You know, pay for the tax on that mileage ticket, or you know, so I'll appeal to some of my business associates if they want to donate some of the miles that they might never ever use because they earn them traveling so much. That can get a player to a trial or even for a season, playing at a professional or semi-professional level.
The United States, Mexico, Canada, is this the new model going forward when it comes to World Cup bids?
I think so. You know, the World Cup's so massive now, it's so huge. There's, you know, 80 games and 48 teams now, whereas there used to be 16 when I was a kid, and a lot less games. So it's a massive, massive tournament. So even the US looked like they needed help to get the correct stadia to do it. But I think it'll just be a variety of experience, because, you know, the Mexican fans have a totally different passion than the US, who are passionate fans but would just react in a different way.
It's the biggest sporting event on earth, and it's coming to you live on Bermuda Broadcasting. As we've heard, the first World Cup match saw Russia thump Saudi Arabia 5-0. It was shown live on ZFB Channel 7 and will be rebroadcast tonight at 8 o'clock. We're also streaming all the action on our website, BermudaBroadcasting.com. Click on 2018 FIFA World Cup Russia. We'll be showing all the games live. Tomorrow sees 3, Portugal against Spain, the pick of them at 3 o'clock. It's all made possible by our sponsors, Colonial Group International, Butterfield, Lindo's Group of Companies, and Bermuda Motors. And we've heard the first result from the World Cup in Russia, but it isn't the only football tournament making the headlines. Here's tonight's sports report with Earl Baston.
As we reported yesterday, the 2026 World Cup will be held in the United States, Canada, and Mexico after their joint bid beat Morocco's proposal to host it. The United 2026 bid was selected by FIFA member nations, winning 134 votes compared to the 65 for Morocco. Bermuda Football Association President Mark Wade, who is in Russia, was excited about the decision.
As you will know, the United bid of US, Mexico, and Canada were victorious. Certainly exciting for us here in Bermuda to have the World Cup so close to our shores. We haven't had that since 1994, so big benefit to Bermuda fans of football, and, you know, hopefully some residual benefit to Bermuda as well. So it's pretty exciting. To be honest, for us as members of CONCACAF, it was a pretty straightforward decision to make, to have the World Cup so close. And then, of course, the financial information meant that a World Cup in US, Mexico, and Canada under the United bid would turn a bigger surplus, and then consequently more money we would have to our member associations from FIFA forward. So good all the way around. So we ended the Congress on a very high note.
Now for an update from the Football for Friendship program in Russia with a young Bermudian making a name for herself.
Hello, I am Matt Steve Wilson. I am from the country of Bermuda, and I talked to many young coaches on the football field of Sparks Academy. trainers are just a few years older than young footballers. They show not only football techniques, but also teach children the basic values of the project, thanks to which they can succeed at the championship. Hello, what's your name and where is your country?
My name is Tino Hussain and I'm from Venezuela.
My name is Yusuf Mozum and I'm from Pakistan.
Hello, my name is Bogdan and I am from Russia, Rostov-on-Don.
How would you bring your team to victory?
Well, practicing and a lot of discipline.
Of course, my team wants to win in this tournament and we will play attack football because my team is so strong and I have got very good players.
First of all, a warm-up. Warm-up is the key of training. After that, we will start with training and a little bit exercise. And to check their strength, we have a bit exercises that are tough.
Darry Rollins and his Sussex Seconds teammates split a 2020 doubleheader against the Unicorns at the Strafford's cricket ground. Game 1 saw Rollins and Sussex Seconds defeat the Unicorns by 8 wickets. The Unicorns won the toss and decided to bat, and they were bowled out for 78, with Rollins opening the bowling and taking 2 early wickets. Rollins would have J.B. Harris back into the pavilion, bowling him on the 3rd ball of the inning. On the last ball of his 2nd over, he would dismiss C.J. Whitcock. Rollins would finish with figures of 2 overs, 2 for 10. In reply, the Sussex Seconds would score 82 for 2 in 10.2 overs, with Rollins not having to bat. Game 2 saw Sussex go down, this time by 3 wickets. Sussex Seconds won the toss and decided to bat, but they were restricted to 99 for 8 in their 20 overs. Rollins was the top scorer with a knock of 35. He faced 31 balls, hitting 2 4s and 2 6s in his 38-minute stay at the crease. In reply, the Unicorns would score 103 for 7, with the scores level at 99. With 1 ball to play, they would get a boundary 4 for the win. Rollins finished with figures of 4 overs, 1 for 18. The Wednesday night sailing series continued on the waters of the Hamilton Harbor, where 27 boats would go to the start line for race day 8. Crossfire was the first boat to cross the line with a time of 1:12:08, with the corrected time of 1:19:07, saw them finish 6th on the night. Air Force crossed the line 2nd on the night with a time of 1:22 flat, with the corrected time of 1:16:53, saw them finish 1st on the night. Mayhem was 2nd on the night with a corrected time of 1:17:26. This after they crossed the line at a time of 1:22:36. Smokin' was 3rd on the night with a corrected time of 1:17:35. Man of War was 4th with a corrected time of 1:17:56, and Passion rounded out the top 5 finishes with a corrected time of 1:18:05. Amar Lewis has joined the Brighton-to-Sea Regent Football Club, which is an English football club based in Essex, who play in the Isthmian League. Lewis is a central midfielder or a wide player who last season played for Stowmarket Town in the Thurlow Premier Division, where he made 36 appearances, scoring 8 goals. An open letter has been sent to all 209 members of the International Swimming Association, which make up FINA, including Bermuda, warning them not to cooperate with a mysterious rival league attempting to sign top athletes. The letter, signed by FINA Executive Director Cornel Marusolo and also published on the World Governing Body website, explains how FINA has become aware of a so-called international competition, the International Swimming League, which they do not recognize. I'm Earl Basden with Bermuda Broadcasting Sports.
That's all from us here at Bermuda Tonight. For now, I'm Jasmine Patterson. Have a great evening.
Jasmine Patterson's wardrobe and makeup is provided by Gibbons Company.